welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the week. And I understand Ken is so excited to talk to us about this development in Tumon.
Okay, great. We start off on a light note, yeah. This week I covered a story from the Guam Land Use Commission. They were hearing about a development in Tumon. You may have seen it driving by. It's across the Fiesta. It's called the Tumon Bay Mall. And it's funny because when I first started back in 2011, they were talking about this, and it's still not done. They had some financial issues. They changed owners to the same people who are running the Micronesia Mall. They're called Grandview Development, I think. And they were just bringing the matter before the GLUC on a status report. They noted that they don't have any stores yet that are going to be in the facility because they're looking for like an anchor store like Macy's is to the Micronesia Mall. Mm-hmm. So they're looking for something like that. I mean, people are always interested in what kind of stores will open on Guam. So they continue to look. They said it's not going to be Target for sure though, because I think they said they're having issues there. And then they're going to open a food court in the second floor. But it's been an eyesore for years. But they kind of fixed the exteriors to attract other businesses and to make it more leasable. So they need to come up with another update later in the year. So that's something we'll continue to follow.
Okay, and speaking of developments, Nestor, you're talking about GRMC?
Yeah, the Guam Regional Medical Center, Medical City rather. They got some really good news this week. They received accreditation from the Joint Commission, which is an organization that typically would accredit various hospitals and healthcare facilities across the country. I think they do like 20,000 annually or something like that. So yeah, that was a big move for them. What it does essentially is allow for Medicare, Medicaid, TRICARE patients to be able to fully use the facility. So they were very pleased with that, and they're hoping that this will kind of further jumpstart their business, which has been in place about 6 months now. Also this week, this on Friday, is the Attorney General and the U.S. Attorney's Office submitted briefs to the U.S. District Court about the Luzon landfill. And from the Attorney General's perspective, she's representing the government of Guam. They would like to see the Solid Waste Authority be able to start recruiting candidates for general manager and controller, so make that transition for the landfill to be returned to local control. However, the U.S. Attorney's Office is in opposition to that. They believe that the receiver has done a good job and should continue in place running the facility for at least another 2 years until they are able to accomplish all the goals that were set out in their timeline and their financing plan. So it's still subject to the district court's approval.
Okay, and Issa, on the heavier side of the news, bomb scares.
So we had some bomb scares. There were actually 3 this past week, and it actually led to the evacuation of 3 separate schools: Simon Sanchez High School, F.D. Leonberg Middle School, and also Southern High School. So the Southern High, John Fernandez mentioned that no bombs were found, and if the individuals are caught who are responsible for these bomb threats, they could face, if they're students, suspension, expulsion, or even charges of terroristic conduct. So we'll have more on this story later. Hopefully no more bomb scares in the next few weeks. Another story I did was the sub-PAC commander actually visited Guam. He's the commander for all the submarines in the Pacific region. And so Guam actually received an additional submarine last year, and we're going to receive another submarine tender. He's also promoting the Go Guam initiative, which promotes Guam to mariners across the nation. This is all part of the pivot to the Asia-Pacific region. So that was a fun visit.
And on my side of the news, UOG professor, psychology professor, Dr. Michael Ellert will be appearing in court next week. So I was writing about that because he was indicted by a Superior Court grand jury this week, or last week, since this is the weekend. He was indicted on criminal sexual conduct charges and official misconduct. So allegedly, two students came forward accusing him of making unwanted sexual advances at a off-campus event. And so they came forward, reported it, and he's been on administrative leave since, and he will answer to those charges this week. We'll see more of that in the news to come. And if you have any news you'd like us to look into, anything you want to share with us, you can message us on Facebook or email us at reporters@kuam.com.